9 months after the Battle of Hoth, Luke Skywalker set in motion a plan to rescue his friends who were being held captive by Jabba the Hutt. After sending C-3PO and R2-D2 as a gift to the almighty Jabba, later on Luke Skywalker entered Jabba's palace, where shortly thereafter he was stopped by 2 Gamorrean guards who attempted to block his way. In a stunning move that we have not seen from Luke previously, he raised his hand and the 2 Gamorrean guards clutched their throats and fell back. At that time, I simply enjoyed looking at this scene. However, upon further thought, it is really interesting how Luke even back then was using both dark side and light side powers to achieve his goal. Watching further, after he clearly uses Force Choke on the guards, a force power that his father Darth Vader had mastered,
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
he immediately goes on to use a Jedi Force power mostly made famous by his mentor Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You will take me to Jabba now. You serve your master well.
Let me see your identification.
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
At the time when Luke was using Force Choke, the Jedi were extinct and there was no Jedi Order to even maybe sanction him. However, during the days of the Republic, Force Choke was very much considered by the Jedi Order a dark side force power, and naturally it was forbidden to be taught. Because Force Choke originated from the dark side, it meant that this force power was fueled by dark emotions such as fear, anger, and hatred. It was used to inflict harm or injury for various reasons. Sometimes it was used as an expression of anger or displeasure, and even at times it was used to simply kill. Depending on the degree or power applied, the effects of a Force Choke on a person would result in either death, unconsciousness, or simply leaving the person gasping but still conscious, often being defined as torture. Many Sith Masters throughout the years used this power when wanting to punish people or prove their strength to a number of individuals. Those under its effect would usually clutch at their throats as an instinct. Of course, in the old trilogy it was mostly made famous by Darth Vader. Any insubordinance resulted in punishment or even death, and Vader even mastered this technique so much so that he didn't even need to be in the presence of his victim in order to apply the choke, as seen in The Empire Strikes Back. His son also followed in some of his footsteps. Rarely was any Jedi or Sith seen to use Force Choke on multiple victims. Usually they would target only one specific person. However, Luke, only with a hand raise, was able to choke 2 guards almost simultaneously. With all this being said, I would love to see Luke use some sort of Force ability as proficiently as he used this one in Return of the Jedi in maybe the next episode, The Last Jedi. Do you have any Force power in mind that Luke could use? Please let me know down in the comments. Alright Star Wars fans, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, feel free to leave a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't miss out on any of my future videos that I will post on this channel. Have a fun day my friends, and in closing, don't forget, may the Force be with you always.